Have you noticed essential food items disappearing from your local store? It's a question that, unfortunately, has become all too relevant in recent times. We're not just talking about a temporary hiccup in the supply chain. We're talking about a consistent, concerning trend that's seeing our everyday staples vanish from store shelves. From the baby aisle to the meat counter, from fresh produce to dairy products, the shortages are real, and they're impacting what we eat every day. And these aren't just random occurrences. Each of these shortages tells a unique story, a story of increased demand, supply chain disruptions, and even extreme weather events. For the preppers among us, this is a situation we can't overlook. Awareness of what's in short supply is crucial for our preparedness. So today, we're diving into a topic that hits close to home. Essential food items are disappearing from store shelves. Let's get into it. Parents are feeling the crunch as baby products, from formula to baby food, are facing shortages. It's a situation that's causing worry among households with little ones. You see, the reasons behind these shortages are multifaceted. Firstly, there's been a surge in demand. With more babies being born and families stocking up, the demand for these products has skyrocketed. This sudden spike has put significant strain on manufacturers and suppliers, leading to a shortfall. Secondly, the supply chain is facing disruption. The process of getting baby products from factories to store shelves has been hindered by various factors. These include transportation difficulties, labor shortages, and pandemic-related restrictions. Finally, sourcing raw materials has become a significant challenge. The ingredients used in baby products, such as milk for formula, are becoming harder to secure in sufficient quantities. So all these factors combined have created the perfect storm. Increased demand, supply chain disruptions, and challenges in sourcing raw materials contribute to a scarcity of baby products. Whether it's beef, chicken, or pork, meat shortages are hitting us hard. Our meat supply is under strain, and there are several reasons why. The meat industry, from ranchers to processing plants, is grappling with labor shortages. The ongoing global events have also disrupted the operations of these processing plants, causing a ripple effect that is felt by consumers like us. But that's not all. The cost of feed for livestock has skyrocketed. This rise in prices is largely due to extreme weather events that have devastated crops, a primary component of animal feed. And when the cost of feed increases, it becomes more expensive to raise animals for meat, and this cost eventually trickles down to us, the consumers. In essence, these challenges the meat industry faces, labor shortages, disruptions in processing plants due to global events, and increased feed costs for livestock, are all intertwined. These factors contribute to a reduced supply of meat products on our shelves. Fruits and vegetables are essential for a balanced diet, but shortages are occurring. Imagine a world without the vibrant colors and refreshing flavors of fresh produce. Unthinkable, right? Yet that's a reality we're inching towards. The reasons? A perfect storm of extreme weather events, supply chain disruptions, and transportation challenges. Let's break it down. We've seen unprecedented heat waves scorching our fields, chilling frosts freezing our crops, and floods washing away our harvests. These extreme weather events are devastating the fresh produce we rely on for our daily nutrients. But the weather isn't our only adversary. Supply chain disruptions are causing havoc too. With the world so interconnected, a hiccup in one part of the globe can cause a domino effect, impacting the availability of fresh produce in another. And let's not forget transportation challenges. In this fast-paced world, delivering fresh produce in a timely manner is crucial. But when these deliveries are delayed, the availability of fresh produce dwindles. Transportation challenges further exacerbate the problem, delaying the delivery of what's available. From milk to cheese, the dairy aisle is experiencing shortages. Dairy products, the everyday essentials for many, are becoming less frequent on store shelves. So, what's happening here? Dairy farmers are at the heart of this issue, grappling with a multitude of challenges that are squeezing their ability to supply. One of the main hurdles is the escalating cost of feed. As a result, maintaining a healthy herd is becoming an increasingly expensive endeavor. On top of that, labor shortages are hitting the dairy industry hard, making it difficult to keep operations running smoothly. Distribution challenges are another significant concern. Getting dairy products from the farm to your local store involves a complex supply chain, and disruptions anywhere along this chain can have a profound impact. But there's more to it. As more people are cooking at home, the demand for dairy products has skyrocketed. This surge in demand has strained the supply chain even further, resulting in fewer dairy products on the shelves. So, we've covered the first 5 essential items vanishing from shelves. Let's move on to the next set. To recap, we've discussed the shortages in baby products, an issue heightened by increased demand, supply chain disruptions, and challenges in sourcing raw materials. We've also touched on the meat industry's struggles with labor shortages, processing plant disruptions, and increased livestock feed costs, leading to a reduced supply of meat products on our shelves. We've explored the impact of extreme weather events and supply chain disruptions on the availability of fresh produce. We've also seen how the dairy aisle is thinning out due to rising feed costs, labor shortages, and distribution challenges. And let's not forget the increased demand for dairy products as more people cook at home, straining the supply chain further. Stay tuned as we continue to navigate these uncertain times together and delve into the next set of essential items that are disappearing from store shelves. Canned foods, a go-to for many preppers, are also becoming scarce. What's causing this? First off, there's a shortage in aluminum, a key component in can production. So, even if we have the food to can, we're running short on the containers to put them in. Add to that an increased demand for products with a long shelf life, and you've got a perfect storm for canned goods shortages. Now, let's talk about bottled water. Water scarcity is becoming a global concern. Our water sources are depleting and pollution is on the rise. And if that wasn't enough, we're also dealing with a plastic shortage, which affects the production of water bottles. The result? Less bottled water on our shelves. Next on our list is coffee. For many of us, a cup of joe is a crucial part of our morning routine. But the coffee industry faces its own unique challenges. Extreme weather conditions are affecting coffee plantations. Labor shortages and transportation difficulties are disrupting the supply chain, and all these factors combined are causing a shortage of our beloved brews. Moving on to cooking oils. These are a kitchen staple, but they're not immune to supply chain disruptions. The prices of oilseeds are fluctuating, transportation challenges are causing delays, and an increased global demand is putting pressure on the supply. All these issues are contributing to the shortages in cooking oils. Now, you might not expect to see shortages in the spice aisle, but it's happening. From turmeric to thyme, our favorite flavors are becoming harder to find. Why? Supply chain disruptions are a major factor. Transportation challenges and labor shortages are affecting the spice trade, and extreme weather events in spice-producing regions aren't helping either. Finally, let's talk about grains and rice. These are the backbone of many diets, but they're vanishing from our shelves. Persistent droughts, floods, and storms have disrupted planting seasons and harvests, resulting in a decrease in overall grain production. And to make matters worse, some countries have imposed export bans on rice, highlighting the growing global demand for staple foods. And that's the long and short of it. From canned goods to grains, we're seeing shortages across the board. Each category faces its own unique challenges, from supply chain disruptions to increased demand and extreme weather events. But one thing's for sure, being aware of these shortages is the first step in preparing for them. Export bans on rice in some countries highlight the growing global demand for staple foods. In these uncertain times, being aware of what's in short supply is crucial for our preparedness. From baby products to grains and rice, we've explored 10 essential items that are becoming harder to find on store shelves. Each of these shortages tells a unique story, a story that impacts what we eat every day. Parents are feeling the crunch with baby products. Meat lovers are grappling with reduced supply. Our fresh produce, dairy products, and canned goods are dwindling. Even the water we drink and the coffee we rely on to jumpstart our mornings are facing shortages. Cooking oils and spices, the backbone of our culinary adventures, are not spared. Awareness is the first step towards preparedness. By understanding these shortages and their causes, we can make informed decisions, adapt, and ensure our survival. It's a challenging time, but together we can navigate it. Thanks for joining us as we navigate these uncertain times together. Until next time, stay prepared.